Hi class, I wanted to show y'all how to do this question in section 2.3. I believe it's question 13, and it talks about finding the class width along with the classes, the frequency, and the midpoint, and also to find which type of shape the histogram is at the end. And so this is the data that we have right here, and it's 20 patients and then amount of days that they were hospitalized. And so before we start with anything, we first have to see the range. And so the largest number is 14 and the smallest is 3. And so to find the range of that, 14 minus 3 is 11. And we divide that by 6, which is the number of days that was given to us in the problem. And that equals 1.8. If you round it up, it's 2, which is the class width. And so we see that we have two 6 classes. So we would start with the lowest. So we can write that here, class, and say 3. And actually, I realized as I was doing most of these, the span is usually 1 less of the class width. I didn't find it in the homework or in any of the notes, but I just realized that was the trend in all that I was finding. And so instead of 2, it'd be 3 to plus 1. So then 3 to 4. And then 5 to 6. So then you can see the class width right here. 4 plus 2 is 6. And then 7 to 8. 9 to 10. 11 through 12. And, oops, sorry. This is new, so bear with me, please. Okay, I think I found it. Fit to screen. Oh, that's way too big. 100%? Yeah. And then 13 through 14. And that's our classes right there. And we can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I like to do the tallies as well. I like that helps. So 3 through 1, we see that we have 3 to 4. 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3. 5 to 6. We have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 through 8, we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 to 10, we have 2. 1, 2. 11 through 12, we have another 2. And 13 through 14, we have 1 more left, so 1. So we can find the frequency by doing that then. Frequency. And so here's 3, and then 7, 5, 2, 2, 1. And so we can add this up, and we can see this is 20, which equals to the number of patients listed in here. And so next what we need to find is the midpoint. And so I feel like with this question, it's pretty simple to find the midpoint. And I realize you don't have to go through all of the steps when it's as clear as day with the classes, particularly with the middle, because this is only separated by 1. So half of 1 is 0.5. So the midpoint with the first one would be 3.5, 5.5, 7.5, 9.5, 11.5, and 13.5. So we find the midpoint. And so, anyways, these are the answers to the questions. But then at the end, it talks about histogram. And so here's the histogram right here. And on the X, we can put the number of days in the hospital. Then on your Y, you can find the frequency. And so with the histogram, we usually find the midpoint, right? And so the first one it starts with, I think I remember in the video too, it talked about not starting at 0 initially. And so you just have to move it a little bit. And so we'll start at 3.5, go to 5.5, 7.5, 9.5, 11.5, 13.5. Then with the frequency, we can, the highest frequency is 7 and the lowest is 1. So I feel like it's safe to, we can just do 1 all the way to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3.5 would be the midpoint, and the frequency would be 3. So we can do 3. Sorry, this isn't really going to look that pretty. And then 5.5 would be 7. So remember, these ones are connected, they're not separate. And 7.5 is 5. So here's 5. 9.5 is 2. So here's 2. 11.5 is 2 as well. And then 3.5 is 1. So here we see our histogram. And so the last question within this question is, what type of shape does the histogram have? So if you look back to your notes, we have 4 different types of shapes. Either skewed right, which means it curves and descends to the right. And then skewed left, which means it descends to the left. It's uniform, where they're all straight, all aligned. Or symmetric, which is pretty much mirroring each other, like so. So here it is obvious that even though it starts low right here, it mainly skews to the right. So their answer would be skewed right. And so because of these questions, I realized that if you get one little thing off, it messes up your whole equation. So anyways, with all of these, it probably seems tedious to do all these little things and little equations, but actually if you mess up on one little one, it actually messes up the whole problem. So with these, I would say to be careful, to not rush through them too fast, and also double check your answers. That has helped me so much, to double check my answers. So I hope this helped y'all, and thanks for watching.